Good evening, and welcome to the Wasco Union High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2023. Members of the audience, please stand, remove your hats, and face the flag as Polly Hughes, Desi Claffey, and Stephanie Weimer perform the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. You may be seated. Good evening. My name is Kevin Talon, and I'm honored to be the superintendent of the Wasco Union High School District. As you may know, in February of this year, Wasco Union High School District Superintendent Mr. Robert Cobb passed away after a nearly 2-year battle with cancer. Mr. Cobb began his career in the district in 1996 as a biology teacher at Wasco High School and had worked in the district for the last 27 years. Mr. Cobb had a tremendous impact on the lives of students, families, and colleagues both inside and outside of the classroom. The legacy of Mr. Cobb lives on in so many of us that were positively and forever impacted by his influence. Please join me in honoring Mr. Cobb with a moment of silence as we begin tonight's graduation ceremony. Thank you. Joining me tonight on the stage are our Board of Trustees. Board President, Mrs. Sharon Nickel. Also, Clerk of the Board, Mr. John Stewart, Mr. Juan Bernal, Mr. Joe Hively, and Mr. Mario Juarez. Also joining me on the stage is Wasco High Principal, Mrs. Sunny Dobbs. To our 369 graduates tonight, congratulations on your accomplishment. Before we send you off for the last time, I'd like for you to reflect on what you have achieved as you arrive at this phase of life. I wanted to find the right word that describes or captures the class of 2023, and I settled on the word resilience. The definition of resilience is the ability of a person to adjust or to recover readily from adversity or major changes in life. Allow me to explain why I believe this word describes this class. The class of 2023 is very special to me personally. One of my greatest honors as an educator was serving as the principal of Wasco High School, and one of the best things about that role is watching young people grow and blossom over 4 years. In my last full year as principal of Wasco High School, all of you in the class of 2023 were freshmen, and as it turns out, you were unlike any other class in the history of Wasco High School who were freshmen, because on March 17, 2020, we sent you home for the school year, for the remainder of that school year. And for many of you, the next time you stepped onto campus, you were a junior in high school. Sitting before me tonight, I see some graduates who made even this challenging journey look like a walk in the park. And yet others had to work much harder for it to be successful. Some of you experienced a heartbreak, a personal tragedy, or perhaps a struggle with some other type of adversity. But yet, in spite of these challenges in front of me, I see kindness, I see generosity, I see young men and young women with bright futures. I see intelligence, I see joy, I see strength, and I see humility. But most of all, I see resilience. And that resilience will be important throughout the rest of your life. Life will be different as you leave Wasco High School, but resilience will serve each and every one of you well, and each and every one of you has the ability to make the world a better place. Best of luck to the class of 2023. There are 117 students who are graduating tonight with the Golden State Seal Merit Award affixed to their diploma. The seal recognizes mastery of high school curriculum as demonstrated by state assessment results and end-of-year progress. Golden State Seal Merit Award recipients are identified in the program. At this time, please stand and be recognized if you're receiving the Golden State Seal Merit Award. Thank you. You may be seated. There are 6 graduates tonight who are graduating with a state seal of biliteracy affixed to their diplomas. The seal recognizes language proficiency in 2 or more languages. State seal of biliteracy recipients are identified in the program. At this time, please stand and be recognized if you're receiving the state seal of biliteracy. Thank you. Please be seated. We are also recognizing 22 graduates who have qualified for life membership in the California Scholarship Federation by making the honor roll for at least 6 semesters. CSF recipients are identified in the program. At this time, please stand to be recognized if you are a California Scholarship Federation life member. Thank you. Please be seated. We have 59 students who graduated 2 weeks ago with an Associate of Science degree from Bakersfield College. These students took college courses during all 4 years of high school and still managed to be involved in sports, music, ASB, FFA, and many other school clubs. As a district, we believe that having high expectations for students and providing them with the appropriate supports yields results. The community of Wasco should be very proud of not only these 59 students who met this rigorous challenge, but many more that completed at least some college coursework while in high school. Ag Prep students are identified in tonight's program. Please stand and be recognized if you are a wonderful Ag Career Prep student who also graduated with their Associate of Science degree from Bakersfield College. Thank you. Please be seated. To ensure we recognize the accomplishments of all graduates, we have selected a valedictorian and a salutatorian from the wonderful Ag Prep Career Academy, as well as from our traditional program. Our class valedictorian this year from our traditional program is Grace Cobb. Also joining Grace at the podium tonight is our traditional program salutatorian, McKenna Gebhardt. Also, who will be coming up to the podium is our valedictorian from the Ag Prep Academy, Jocelyn Barrera, along with Ag Prep Academy salutatorian, Joanna Martinez. Will the valedictorian and salutatorians please come to the podium?
Good evening. Before I begin, I want to start by saying thank you for the opportunity to share a bit of my story with you all. It is an absolute honor to have been chosen to represent the class of 2023 tonight. We made it. Valedictorian. To some, it sounds pretty cool, right? Straight A's, top of your class, a plaque with your name on it, 3 to 5 minutes of fame. It's an impressive list of accomplishments, but at the cost of what? Maybe it's time with your friends, maybe it's time with your family. Now, I'm not here to say that I regret working hard, but I am here to talk about what really matters in this life. When I entered high school, I had this image in my mind of what the next 4 years were going to be for me. I was going to get perfect grades, swim club year-round, get into my dream school, and you better believe I was going to have the fastest mile time in my freshman PE class. Yes, I was that kid. To catch you up, not one of these things actually happened. Freshman year me would have been devastated, but today I am grateful. Gold medals are cool, but that's not the point. That was never the point. Our relationships with others matter so much more than any achievement or award. That right there makes you and I the same. I guess what I'm trying to say is, I was awarded valedictorian because I worked really hard. But a title does not define my character or heart, and it doesn't define yours either. Being at the top does not solve your problems, so never strive to be better than any one opponent. Look in the mirror and just strive to be better. Be forever growing, changing, and improving. At the end of the day, all our accolades will fall away, and the only thing that will matter is who we are and the relationships we have with others. I am thankful for the people in my life who have taken the time to get to know me for who I am and not just for what I've done. It is important that we walk this life ensuring others feel seen, valued, and heard. There is so much comfort in connection, which leads me to my next point. Vulnerability is scary, but being honest with yourself and with others, even when your own relationships are on the line, is extremely important in building lasting connection. Vulnerability is actually brave. In February of this year, my dad passed away. My world flipped completely upside down, and it felt as if everything around me crumbled. My heart shattered, and for quite some time, I felt like giving up on everything I had ever worked for. All the things you think matter begin to lose their value when you experience great loss like that. I don't say this so you'll feel sorry for me, or even so you'll think differently of me, but more to emphasize the importance of asking for help. Without the people in my life who allowed me to be vulnerable, honest, raw, and real, I simply wouldn't be standing here today. I sure as heck wouldn't be giving this speech, and I might not even have walked the stage. If there's one thing I learned about needing help, it's that asking for it is not a sign of weakness, but an indicator of strength. Author and speaker Brené Brown says, "Vulnerability is not weakness, it's actually our greatest measure of courage." If I hadn't taken a chance this year and cried out when I needed my people the most, I can't imagine I'd be in a good place. It feels wrong and oversimplified to give credit to all of you in one sentence. But to the people here today, and you know who you are, that sent emails and texts, stopped me in the halls, gave hugs, wiped my tears, made me smile, listened to me, allowed me to hurt, and encouraged me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. You have no idea how much you mean to me. Now that that is said, I want to leave you all with this last thought. Cultivate love by allowing yourself to feel, to be truly seen and know, but also by taking the steps to see and know others too. Even when you fear heartbreak, be brave enough to dare to love. As a society, we are so bad at listening to each other, learning and caring about everyone's unique experiences, and really communicating in general. I want to challenge you all to change the narrative, celebrate the success of others, but also exist with them in their pain too. Everyone is fighting something. Ask them about their battle. You don't always have to be so quick to turn on the light. Sometimes we just need someone to come sit with us in the dark. If you're having a hard time understanding someone's experience, ask them about it, but actually listen. We overcomplicate it, but it's so simple. In our most trying moments, we naturally want to be held by or feel connected to someone that knows the same ache. If we could all be that for even just one person, there might be a whole lot more love in this world. I didn't want to turn this speech into a lecture, but if you know me, a lesson learned must always be a lesson shared. I want to end by saying thank you to each and every one of you. I'll be saying this one forever, but the people in this town are some of the best there are. I would consider myself lucky if one day I have the privilege of living in a place and loving the people as much as I do those here in Wasco. Most importantly, I want to thank my mom and my sisters, Hannah and Sarah, for being the best support system there is. The strength you all walk with makes me the proudest daughter and sister, and it is only because of love that we all get to be here together today. Dad would be so proud. To the class of 2023, I'm proud of us, and I love you all. It is only the people in this world that matter, not the grades, the shiny medals, the amount of money you have, the size of the house you live in, or how many likes you got on Instagram. It was always and will always be about the people. Please remember that. Thank you. As we all sit here today, I know that another speech is probably the last thing we all want to sit through, because as we all know, parents are waiting to take pictures with their graduates, and most of us are waiting to go to Six Flags. But I was given this opportunity, so I'll try to make it interesting, or at least quick. I wanted to start off by thanking all those who have brought us here today. Our families, friends, teachers, staff, and countless other individuals who have helped shape us into who we are today. I would like to thank my parents, my siblings, and my grandpa and all my family because I've been blessed with the best. My dad, who has been my personal Uber for most of my life. My mom, who as a teacher has always inspired me to be the best version of myself. And my grandpa, who has spoiled me since day one because I am his favorite. Over the past several years, we have also used Quizlet and Photomath, which have helped bring us here today. And yes, all of us have used it. So we can thank those as well. Freshman year, we came into high school, thrilled and excited for the next 4 years. Everyone told us it is what you make it, and I was ready to make it the most amazing 4 years. Miss Y was the first teacher to create a bond with me, which has stuck with me throughout high school and really helped me the whole way through. I was able to be a part of Shafter Wasco and attend my first snowball in the beginning of February. And that's when March came around, and we were all told spring break is going to be 2 weeks. And I think I speak for all of us when I say we were thrilled. Naturally, we were all excited, but little did we know 2 weeks would turn into an entire year. Quickly, those feelings of excitement became feelings of loneliness, a lack of motivation, and just isolation altogether. When looking forward to high school, we did not imagine that our sophomore year would be almost completely online, which brought up the question, how do we make the most of something we don't even have? Somehow, one way or another, we persevered through that difficult year, some of us scraping by, and others discovering ourselves through the countless hours we had to ourselves. But as a whole, we made it here today, and now look around. No masks required, sitting next to our friends, our families in the crowd. We persevered, and we made the most of our unique experience. Who would have thought that high school students would have been excited to return back to school? But the pandemic provided a new perspective for us. We returned determined to make the best of our remaining time. I enjoyed lots of time putting up pictures of myself in some teachers' classrooms to make sure they never forget me. And I love to stop by and have a little chat because it was a blessing to be back on campus. The Shafter Wasco week returned, formals were planned, and Wasco sports teams continued to dominate Shafter. Everything was becoming normal again. Throughout the last 3 years, our class has accomplished amazing things, such as winning Class of the Year 3 years in a row, our varsity football team beating Shafter in overtime, making history our senior year, being a part of a relay team in swim that won first place at Valley, and winning SSL this year, along with many of our other sports teams who dominated in their leagues. Of course, for every success, there are many setbacks along the way. As teenagers, we have all made mistakes and probably some poor decisions. Although this doesn't need to be a bad thing if we choose to use the experiences to grow. I believe that the saying, live with no regrets, is something to truly live by. Everything I have done in life, everything I have been through and experienced, has shaped me into who I am today. Without all the wonderful accomplishments and the trail of defeats along the way, I would not be standing here in front of you all this evening. I believe the same applies to every single one of you. We are not perfect, but that is okay. Our imperfections help make us unique and have shaped us into who we have become. And the experiences we have proved that we can overcome anything. As 1 Corinthians 15:10 says, by the grace of God, I am what I am. So when we look back on these past 4 years, I want to tell everyone, don't regret any of it. Don't look back and say, I wish I'd done this, or I wish I was different. Look back and think, this has helped me grow. And I am who I am meant to be. Through perseverance, determination, drive, and the help from our friends and family, we have developed into strong, passionate, ambitious graduates. We have shown that we can overcome any obstacle in our way, and that we are one of the best classes to ever come through Wasco High. It is now time to take the next step into the future. It is time to proceed with confidence and know that everything we do now will shape us into amazing members of society. And to leave you all off with one last thing, as Drake once said, we started from the bottom, now we're here. We did it, guys. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2023.
Welcome everyone to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2023. Bienvenidos todos a la graduación de la clase del 2023. Y gracias por acompañarnos en este día muy especial. I would like to thank you for being here today to recognize these amazing graduates, honor their high school journey, and celebrate their wonderful accomplishments. Now, I stand here before you representing the graduating class of 2023 as your wonderful Ag Prep valedictorian. As my name was called for this title, I was flooded with memories from these past few years. I was reminded of all the time I spent signing up for college classes, studying, writing papers, working hard, staying up late, and constantly stressing. I still remember the very vivid dreams I would have about a test or presentation going wrong, only to wake up and realize that the day hadn't even started yet, and I still needed to actually do it. But as I thought about this, I couldn't help but also think about the many times I would prioritize an assignment over spending time with those who matter. I remember coming home from school and my mom asking me if I wanted to see a movie. But the constant reminder that I had assignments to complete would always bug me, so I would refrain from saying yes and lock myself in my room to work on them instead. To this I say, I wish I had more time. I wish I had more time to spend with my brother as well as my mom, who has been there for me every step of the way. Mom, you are the type of person to go above and beyond in whatever you do. You don't know how much I appreciate and admire you. And although you may not think so sometimes, I am here to tell you that I mean it. I did this for you and you only, and I will continue to try and make you proud every day because you deserve it and so much more. I wish I had more time to be with my friends, whom I've known for what feels like forever. Spending time with them has been some of the best and funniest moments of my life, and I will always cherish each and every one of them. I wish I had more time to talk to the people I got close to throughout these past few years, but this year especially, with my 5th period group being a great example. I still remember how we would always make plans to hang out during the weekend, but we would never end up carrying them out. But although we only met this year, it feels like I've known them for longer, and I am so grateful to have encountered them during my time here. And last of all, I wish I had more time to just be present and in the moment. I wish I would have forgotten about the anxiety that stemmed from wanting to get everything done all at once and just enjoyed the fact that I was surrounded by the people that I care about. My advice to you, go after your goals and aspirations, but do not let your want to succeed blind you of the important relationships in your life. Make time for them, cherish them, and above all, appreciate the memories you make. It is very easy to get caught up in your own head and get swept up in the hustle of everyday life. But for those who are worth it, don't be afraid to take the time and let them know. Congratulations, class of 2023, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Good evening, parents, family, friends, teachers, administrators, and most importantly, my class of 2023 classmates. It gives me great joy to welcome all of my fellow graduates, families, and friends to such a special occasion here at Wasco High. Each of you has had an impact on the graduates who sit here today. I stand before you, reflecting on the 4 years of memories we've all created together. To the class of 2023, we did it. We have all overcome obstacles that have not only better prepared us for our future ambitions, but have also taught us how to endure in the face of adversity. The commitment and hard work that we have all put in over the last 4 years will be rewarded when we graduate from high school and find ourselves on a path that will help us become the people we are meant to be. For some of us, that may be a 4-year university or a 2-year community college, the armed forces, or the workforce. But I'm certain that we will find success in life regardless of where we end up. Today, a chapter in our life comes to an end, but a new adventure with endless possibilities begins. I would like to take this moment to thank my family and friends for being there for me throughout this crazy journey and always encouraging me to keep striving for better. A mis padres, quiero agradecerles por sus sacrificios, porque si no fuera por su dedicación para darle un mejor futuro a sus hijos, hoy no estaría aquí. Gracias por apoyarme y ayudarme siempre cuando necesito sus consejos. Los quiero mucho. Thinking back on my time in high school, I vividly remember my first day. And to be honest, I was terrified. Coming from my hometown, Lost Hills, I struggled to adjust from seeing the same faces on a daily basis to meeting new people. I never imagined I'd get here today, but it's been an incredible journey. I've made some wonderful friends who I will never forget, had numerous chats with teachers, and discovered new passions. I will admit that getting up for school every day was a struggle, but every day in high school brought new memory that I would cherish for the rest of my life. Once again, to my fellow classmates, remember to be strong, bold, and fearless. Never forget that you are capable of overcoming anything that comes your way if you remain determined and positive. Make new friends, make memories, and never give up. It has been an unforgettable experience getting to grow with you these past years, and I am excited to see what you will all do after high school. As a last thought, I'd like to leave you with the quote from Harry Styles. Dreams come true if you keep on dreaming. Fellow graduates, never lose hope in your dreams and keep pushing forward. Thank you.
Thank you for those wonderful speeches. To our parents and community, thank you. Thank you for developing the nurturing qualities and characteristics in our students that have allowed them to positively respond to the increasing demands of our program. Graduates, would you please give your parents, families, friends, and community members a warm round of applause as a show of appreciation to them. Our entire staff at Wasco High School works tirelessly to make sure our students get everything that they need to be prepared for high school and college and career. If you're an employee of Wasco High School, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. I would like to now introduce Mrs. Sunny Dobbs, the principal of Wasco High School.
Good evening, and welcome to all of our graduates, guests, staff, administration, and the Wasco Union High School District Board of Trustees. I'm honored to be with you tonight to celebrate the graduating class of 2023. The class of 2023 has had a unique high school experience. They entered as freshmen in the fall of 2019 and learned what it meant to be a Tiger. They spent the spring of that year and most of their sophomore year facing a global pandemic that interrupted traditional schooling and the typical teenage social life. In the fall of 2021, they returned to campus as juniors and did their very best to salvage the high school experience that they wanted. And ultimately, in the 22-23 school year, they were able to finish on a strong note as amazing senior class who understands the privilege of being a Wasco Tiger. As I prepared to address the class of 2023 tonight, I searched to find a quote that might stick with you as you move forward into the next phase of your life. And I discovered the following quote in a book I've read by author Stephen Covey. In his book, The 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, Stephen Covey makes this statement: live out of your imagination and not your history. We all have our history filled with many moments and experiences that shaped who we are today. You have created 4 years of history as a high school student. It is pretty amazing how 4 short years can have such an impact on your life. Some of our history we are proud to accept and we look back on with a smile and fond memories. There are also parts of our history that we may struggle with at times. We don't really want to relive them or remember, but it is our history for better or worse, and we learn from that. I think author Stephen Covey is trying to help us ponder that what has happened in our past should not hinder us. No matter if it's good or bad, we should not live in it. It is how we imagine our futures that gives us direction and drive for tomorrow. The great things we have accomplished in our history are just memorial stones that should live as reminders. The struggles or ghosts in our past should not dictate where we go and what we do, but it should make us stronger for the journey. Life is not about looking back. It's about being present in the moment, imagining where our futures and hard work will take us, and then working tirelessly to make those dreams happen. Imagine the possibilities. Have you dared to imagine what life will do and where it will take you? Do you imagine your life's path in a positive or a negative light? Do you imagine with excitement or hold back with fear? I want you to ask yourself, what is holding me back from the picture my imagination has painted? Or maybe what's holding me back from even imagining it all? Let me remind you, the past is a place of reference. It is not your residence. Maybe you didn't achieve all you wanted to at Wasco High School, but I want you to remember, if you couldn't make it before, doesn't mean that you never will. If you never did, doesn't mean that you never should. And if you found success already, it doesn't mean it's over. You must dare to dream, dare to create the life you want to live. Will there be bumps in the road, detours? Absolutely. But there will also be baby steps taken one foot in front of another that lead you further on the journey. There will be bright spots where you accomplish goals that you weren't sure you'd get to. There will be places and dreams only you imagine that will become reality because you determine not to live by the parameters of your past, but choose to forge your own path of reality. If you need a cheerleader to come along in your corner, I want you to look at those around you who have supported you, and we will still be here cheering you on. Let these encouragers be that small voice in your head that says you can do it and you will do it because you were made to do great things, Tigers. So with that, I would like to say congratulations to the Wasco High School graduating class of 2023. And please remember, once a Tiger, always Tiger. So now, having verified that these students have completed all graduation requirements as specified by the state of California and our school board, it is my pleasure to present the Wasco Union High School graduating class of 2023 to our school board president, Mrs. Sharon Nickel.
Good evening. On behalf of the Wasco Union High School District Board of Trustees, I would like to welcome you to the 2023 graduation ceremony. I would also like to thank you for attending tonight in support of our graduates. As chair of the Board of Trustees, it is my great honor to congratulate you, our graduates, on your many achievements. As I was introduced, my name is Sharon Nickel, and aside from being a board member, my retired job is being a secretary at Grace Community Church down the street. I only work on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but on those 2 days, you can find me taking walks around this campus. These walks give me opportunity to admire our beautiful campus and to say hello to students and staff as I pass by. More importantly, during these walks, I spend time praying for the decisions that the school board is considering and praying for the administration, the staff, and most importantly, you, our students. I don't say this as a way to draw attention to myself, but rather to draw attention to the fact that many others in our community, and specifically on our campus, also pray for you, care for you, and want the best for you. Now the time has come for you to spread your wings and fly this cozy little nest of Wasco. This is the time you have waited for, worked hard for, and dreamt about. Many of you will fly away to college, the armed forces, or to a new job and career. The training and discipline you receive from this nest will definitely carry you through. That is exactly what we have all prayed for and desired for you. Enjoy your freedom, living your new life away from the nest. But please remember that those who have cared for you and encouraged you along your journey through school will still be here for you. Wherever you go, your community will always be with you in spirit. So when life gets difficult and your wings get tired, and when you feel overwhelmed by challenges, never hesitate to fly back home or pick up your phone and call or text us. You are never alone, because remember, once a tiger, always a tiger. Thank you. Now, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, I accept the class of 2023 as candidates for graduation.
Thank you, Mrs. Nickel. So as a reminder, before we begin handing out diplomas, we respectfully ask that you do not use air horns or other noisemakers that would prevent someone from hearing their graduate's name. Also, we would ask you to please remain in your seats until the final graduates have crossed the stage to ensure everyone can see their graduate. So now, what you've all been waiting for. Row 1, please stand up. Awesome. Bea Lopez Lopez.
Anthony Abagan.
Omar Lopez Raya.
Carlos Ulysses Acosta.
Rosara Maria Lopez Robledo.
Cesar Acosta.
Holden Farmer Moreno.
Gabriel Acosta.
Juan Carlos Lopez Zamaniego.
Noah Blake Acosta.
Caleb Wade James Lowe.
Vanessa Acosta Guevara.
Jacob Lule. Not Coley this time.
Sherry Bethany Acosta Flores.
Cole Alexander Luna.
Joshua Ryan Adamak.
Michaela J. Mack.
Ryan Aguayo.
Jonathan Melanche.
McKenna Jordan Gebhardt.
Alyssa Juarez Maldonado.
Grace Cobb.
Jocelyn Barrera.
Sarah Cobb.
Joanna Martinez Martinez.
David Alonzo Aguirre.
Ernesto Maldonado Jr.
Francisco Milan Aguilar III.
Jennifer Ann Mariano.
Sebastian Aguilar.
Alejandra Martinez.
Enai Carolina Aguirre.
Emilio Martinez.
Sami Salah Alamati.
Mark Anthony Martinez Martinez.
Jose Antonio Alcala.
Bertie Tila J. Martinez.
David Almanza.
Vivica Angelina Martinez.
Denise Almanza Vera.
Evelyn Martinez Diaz.
Alyssa Monique Almanzan.
Juana Giselle Martinez Martinez.
Leslie Amazon.
Stephanie Martinez.
Damian Alvarado Luna.
Jennifer Martinez Ramirez.
Carlos Ethan Amador.
David Martinez Vargas.
Jennifer Amaya.
Nicole Guadalupe Medina Vasquez.
Jennifer Anaya Para.
Ensley Kate Melberg.
Ricardo Andrade Jr.
John Elias Saldana.
Indra Anzuras Navarro.
Tiffany Amber Mello.
Celia Ariano.
Isaiah Madrano.
Savannah Rose Ariano.
Christopher D'Angelo Mendoza.
Matthew Arevalo.
Ruben Mendoza.
Alfredo Armenta.
Ulises Mendoza Ariano.
Brianna Alexa Arazete Jacobo.
Jennifer Mendoza Ayon.
Angelina Marie Erdondo.
Ricardo Mesa.
Julian Mateo Erdondo.
Pascual Milan.
Franco Areola.
Sabrina Miramontes.
Estrella Crystal Arroyo.
Emily Moldenhauer.
Joel Avila.
Natalie Giselle Ayala Molina.
Kevin Santiago Avila Navarro.
Rocio Moncada Godinez.
Samantha Janice Ayala Guzman.
Elisha Raul Villagran.
Chesney Dominique Bailey.
Drew Austin Lugo.
Elijah Eldon Bailey.
Stefan Montes de Oca.
Priscilla Ballesteros Gutierrez.
Luis Morales.
Iban Bainas.
Alyssa Monique Montez.
Samantha Barajas Sanchez.
Natalie Morales.
Alexander Barbosa.
Jonathan Moreira.
Amaris Mona Barbosa.
Andy Elise Murieta.
Genesis Barbosa. Mauricio Barbosa.
Isabella Juliet Lola Nadel.
Diego Elias Barrientos.
Jairo Naranjo.
Ramon Castañeda Barrios.
Ashley Nava.
Benjamin Batras.
Chelsea Renee Navarro Oropeza.
Yuri Diana Badia Uribe.
Alexia Nieto Rosas.
Marcos Angel Benavides.
Damaris Valeria Nieto.
Jasmine Sarai Benitez.
Esperanza Irene Nieto.
Jordy Josiah Bernardino.
Michael Nunez.
Santos Efrain Bureta.
Guadalupe Nunez Carvajal.
Jesse Bravo.
Giselle Ocampo.
Juan Bribiesca Garcia.
Ismael Maldonado Ocampo.
Benjamin Henry Brown.
Jesus Ontiveros.
Jose Candelario Bugos Jr.
Nadia Denise Ornales.
Richard Caballero Aguilar.
Michael Orozco.
Leslie Grisel Cabezas.
Jasmine Orozco Perez.
Alexandria Suzette Calderon.
Samuel Paniagua.
Brooklyn Calderon.
Samantha Paramo.
Isaiah Cabrera Medina.
Carlos Paredes.
Ashley Denise Campoa Plata.
Christopher Pelayo Lopez.
Omar Campos Flores.
Christian Arabier Peña Estrada.
Oscar Canales Yaribe.
Eric Perez.
Emilio Alexander Carbajal.
Gerardo Angel Perez.
Celsi Carmona Diaz.
Javier Manuel Perez.
Yoselin Carranza.
Maria Perez Villarreal.
Natalie Marie Carrasco.
Juan Carlos Pimentel Vasquez.
Lisbeth Carrillo Mercado.
Justin Pineda Mendez.
Amy Lizeth Casablanca Lopez.
Hector Poggio Puente.
Alexis Arissa Castillo.
Caitlin Ann Puckett.
Johnny Angel Castillo Jr.
Nathan Quiones.
Angel Emmanuel Castro.
Beyonce Ramirez Lira.
Hiomara Liani Castro.
Diego Falcon Quintanilla.
Joanna Berenice Castro.
Efraín Quintanilla.
Mayeli Cavazos.
Betsaida Radio.
Alexander Miguel Cervantes.
Jesus Ramirez.
Leo Chavero Ortiz.
Casey Celine Ramirez.
Jonathan Chavez Negrete.
Kimberly Ramirez.
Andrew Jacob Cisneros.
Saturnino Ramirez.
Brianna Alexis Cisneros.
Jasmine Denise Ramos.
Colby Ryan Clark.
Jesus Rangel Torres.
Keith Clifford.
Fernanda Raya.
Luz Belin Contreras Alvarado.
Jocelyn Eileen Raya.
Thomas Joshua Cooley.
Andrew Ryan Reyes.
Andreas Corona.
Arturo Reyes.
Grimo Corona Becerra.
Rebecca Reyes. I know this guy.
Angelina Elisa Cortez.
Christian Anthony Rios.
Carlos Domingo Cortez.
Jerry Rios.
Jesus Cortez Ramos.
Alex Riviera.
Maite Cora Coronado.
Anne Marie Natividad Rivera.
Valentina Covarrubias Romero.
Jesus Ocampo Rivera.
Brian Yael Alonso Cruz.
Hayden Robledo.
Andrea Cruz Joaquin.
Emily Marie Rocha.
Jimena Damien Casillas.
Ashley Rodriguez.
Andrew Davila.
Daniel Rodriguez.
Leslie De Julian.
Diana Rodriguez.
Jennifer De La Cruz Brambila.
Jesus Manuel Rodriguez.
Samantha De La Torre.
Josue Ontiveros Rodriguez.
Savannah Nicole Del Real.
Sofia Karin Rodriguez.
Jennifer Del Angel.
Iker Joel Rodriguez Torres.
Grace Darrington.
Christopher Michael Romero.
Hannah Darrington.
Eric Romero.
Gabriel Anthony Diaz.
Vanessa Romero.
Abraham Dominguez.
Oswaldo Romero Torres.
Augustine Dominguez.
Abigail Ruth Ross.
Cassandra Dominguez.
Dalen Rome Hoy.
Emilio Duran.
Isaac Connor Ruddle.
Julieta Echeverria Espuro.
Brian Ruiz.
John Carlo Esteladas.
Daniela Ruiz.
Eduardo Enriquez Zamaniego.
Linda Abigail Rumbo.
Caitlin Marie Escalera.
Ohud Kalal Said.
D'Alessio Damian Estrada.
Rocio Eileen Salamanca.
Angel Elogio Martinez.
Caitlin Unique Salazar.
Jonathan Pereira.
Emily Saldana.
Jordan Ray Flores.
Lily Montserrat Salgado.
Victor Jose Fragoso.
Jesus Ventura Salgado Ramirez.
Anthony Galaviz.
Samantha Nicole Salinas.
Eduardo Jose Gallardo.
Alfonso Eliseo Sanchez.
Haley Marie Gallardo.
Anthony Sanchez.
Alexis Garcia.
Christopher Sanchez.
Juan Carlos Garcia.
Enrique Alejandro Sanchez.
Samantha Alba Garcia.
Matthew Sanchez.
Ilse Patricia Garcia Navarro.
Jonathan Sanchez Navarro.
Noah Jesse Garza.
Destiny Marie Sandoval.
Gisela Garza Gonzalez.
Ulises Sandoval Gonzalez.
Javier Adan Gil.
Alitza Maria Santana.
And Helena Mia Gomez.
Ryan Thomas Sigala.
Annette Gomez.
Marco Antonio Cimental Jr. Do you want your middle initial?
Haley Gonzalez.
Nevea Snow.
Sandra Gonzalez Lopez.
Eileen Guadalupe Solis.
Emilio Manuel Gonzalez.
Elisa Nicole Solis.
Gabriel Angel Gonzalez.
Vanessa Soki Alvarado.
Janet Gonzalez.
Jacqueline Tapia Hidalgo.
Jackie Garcia Gonzalez.
Alexia Tovar.
Abigail Jane Goss.
Alexis Tovar.
Jaylee Elizabeth Grunt.
Yuridia Tovar Garcia.
Allison Guerra Coronado.
Ryan Jesus Jamil.
Natalie Garola.
Alex Leellen Michelle Trevino.
Adrian Giovanni Gutierrez.
Marisol Trevino Rodriguez.
Alexis Gutierrez.
Elizabeth Urbina.
Destiny Gutierrez.
Kimberly Urina.
Emily Yesenia Gutierrez Jimenez.
Andrew Sandoval Uribe.
Jennifer Gutierrez Perez.
Adrian Valdez.
Perseus Jewel Harrison.
Liliana Lynette Valdez.
Cadence Paige Hazelton.
Janitzia Valenzuela Orozco.
Jacqueline Hernandez.
Noelia Varela Osorio.
Roberto Benjamin Hernandez.
Herman Vargas.
Sofia Emma Hernandez.
Natalie Vargas.
Valerie Leah Hernandez.
Marcos Vargas Alcaraz.
Stephen Elian Hernandez Sanchez.
Damian Alexander Vasquez.
Arlene Hernandez Vasquez.
Henry Vasquez Palacios.
Jesse Jordan Medina.
Eli Dominique Vasquez.
Karen Giselle Ibarra.
Evelyn Ruby Vasquez. You miss it like you said it? Probably not.
Dafini Shade Jackson.
Eddie Velez.
Jeremiah Jasso.
Jesse Guadalupe Velez Maldonado.
Isaiah Andrew Juarez.
Fabian J. Vera.
Natalia Juarez.
Anthony Vicario.
Noah Jeremiah Landon.
Alicia Yuria Vidal Victorio.
Nayeli Landois.
Karen Vidales.
Angel Daniel Lara Soto.
Nathan Vieria.
Francisco Leon Cáceres.
Julian Viga.
Esmeralda Leon Negrete.
Nicholas Copernicus Villa.
Diana Limon Santiago.
Emmanuel Villa Barbosa.
Valerie Giselle Lizarrares.
Juan Carlos Villacorta Barraza.
Alexis Miguel Lara Llanes.
Liliana Vento Villalobos.
Inavi Lopez.
Gabriel Villasana Gutierrez.
Luvia Yarel Lopez Mancada.
Logan Daniel Winery.
Crispin Lopez Antonio.
Gabrielle Taylor Williams.
Valeria Zarate.
Juan Angel Ibarra.
Jose Sasueta.
Yanet Yarina Chavira.
Rigoberto Zuniga. Beto Reyes. Giovanni Javier Lara Hinojosa.
Graduates, please stand. You may now move your tassels from the right side of your cap to the left and join me in singing our alma mater. Congratulations, Wasco High School class of 2023.